So, today I woke up, and the first thing I noticed when I looked at my phone was that I received an email from Twitter. Your Twitter account has been suspended. Of course, I wondered what I have done, and for how long they have suspended me. So I started reading the email. Hello, Apostate Prophet. Hello. Your account, ex-Muslim Prophet, has been suspended for violating the Twitter rules, specifically for violating our rules against hateful conduct. You may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease. Okay, I did not. So I looked at what tweet they cited as reason, and that was this tweet, in which I said, Islam orders the killing of apostates, adulterers, gays, heretics, critics of Islam, and so on. Islam orders to spread the religion by the sword, and explicitly insults non-believers in the Quran. But Islam forbids the killing of spiders. Therefore, Islam is peace. This is an obvious mockery of the logic that I found in the tweet that I retweeted, which says, growing up in a Muslim household, I wasn't even allowed to kill a spider, because it's a sin, and people still go around saying Islam promotes violence. But the email further reads, Note that if you attempt to evade a permanent suspension by creating new accounts, we will suspend your new accounts. If you wish to appeal this suspension, please contact our support team. So, wait, hold on a second. This is a permanent ban. I have been banned permanently from Twitter for this. Are you kidding me? In my tweet, I basically said that Islam orders the killing of apostates, adulterers, gays, heretics, and so on, and how violent and brutal Islam is. And I mocked Islam. I mocked the logic of people defending Islam. And I am being banned for hateful conduct, for which the explanation is promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people based on whatever group. Sorry, I don't know who these moderators at Twitter are who moderate these tweets. Apparently they can't read. But I am not the one inciting violence or harassment or hate or anything at all. I am the one pointing out that an ideology, a religion, promotes these ideas, and I am against those ideas. I criticize it for that. I am a former Muslim. I criticize my former religion because of these qualities. How am I involved in hateful conduct here? I still want to be naive and want to assume that this was just a big misunderstanding, because how can this be? Any normal person would look at this and see that I am not the one inciting violence or hate or whatever it is. Twitter seems to be very confused about who they ban, for what they ban people. Because if they banned me for this, if they banned me for hateful conduct because I used words that Islam orders, then they should have banned people like this guy, for example, this sheikh from Saudi Arabia, who clearly said in a tweet before that apostasy is a crime and that apostates need to be tried and convicted and executed, that they are hypocrites. This is still on Twitter, and this was posted almost a year ago. It has been reported, but Twitter has done nothing. Or this guy, for example, with whom I conversed recently. He makes a Twitter thread on the punishments in Islam. And he explicitly says that stoning adulterers is appropriate, but that there are some requirements and rules to it. And that killing apostates, the death for apostates, is also Islamic and accurate. But that there are ways to evade that, like not making your apostasy public. This is not harmful, Twitter. But my tweet is harmful for pointing out that Islam incites these things, for criticizing that. With that sentiment, with that mentality, you would also go ahead and punish Holocaust survivors for criticizing Nazism, for mentioning Nazi rules and criticizing them. This is the same thing. What the hell is going on? This is ridiculous. What's also ridiculous is that I am an ex-Muslim. We are persecuted in over a dozen countries just for being ex-Muslims, just for leaving Islam, and for saying that out loudly, or for others finding that out. People are killed for being ex-Muslims. People are publicly lynched for being ex-Muslims. They lose their rights and their families for being ex-Muslims. They have to flee to countries like America. And in countries like America, an American company like Twitter comes out and silences those people that flee from those murderous countries. I don't know, whenever I see something like this, I lose hope. I lose hope. I lose my love for the Western culture. I lose my love for this culture of freedom that seems to be dying. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised, considering that a major Saudi prince is a big shareholder at Twitter, bigger than Jack Dorsey, who is a co-founder of Twitter. Maybe this is the reason why we see things like this. Maybe this is the reason why Twitter acts so un-Western, so un-American, so embarrassingly stupid. Or maybe it is just what we have become in the West. Because so many people in the West think that it is somehow racist and hateful to criticize Islam, a religion, an ideology that has the clear Quran that can be very easily read, that has other fundamental sources that can be very easily read, in which the religion very, very clearly instructs people to kill apostates, to kill homosexuals, to kill blasphemers, to fight all non-believers until everyone willingly or forcibly believes in the one true God, Allah. Maybe it is because we have become so damn stupidly respectful after 9/11 that we tried to understand Islam instead of really understanding Islam. That we tried to understand the real Islam that is somewhere hidden between all the intolerant majority. And all of this is why so many more people are getting upset with how the left-leaning liberal sentiment tries to rule society, with how these tech giants that are sympathetic to those try to make the rules for their communities. At this point, I'm really in support of our American Congress making some rules for social media. I know some might think that Twitter is a private company that can do whatever it wants to do, but really, think about it. Companies like Twitter and Facebook have deliberately tried so hard to become the norm of communication worldwide. They have tried so hard to be accepted by major corporations, by governments, by the international community. Presidents have designated Twitter accounts. Government institutions, governments have designated Twitter accounts. People are required to communicate on Twitter, on Facebook, for their business, for their jobs, for everything. These companies try to tell you that you should come to Twitter and Facebook and communicate on there. But then, if you break certain rules, if you don't use the language they don't want you to use, if you say specific things they don't like you to say, then they ban you. They close the doors and say you stay out of here and you will never come back. They exclude you from society. Now, how exactly is that in harmony with our value of free speech, of the First Amendment? In America, we should set an example of how freedom works, of how freedom of expression works, of how we can talk to each other, how we can exchange ideas that many people might not like without beating each other and killing each other, something so many places in the world cannot do. But instead we have companies, we have tech giants like these that become cowardly and tolerate intolerance for the sake of money and the protection of emotions. This is ridiculous. Anyway, as said, I still hope that this was just a big giant misunderstanding. I have appealed this decision and I hope that Twitter will make the right thing and reverse this. Otherwise I will sit here and get completely drunk and make live chats every day, like Owen Benjamin. Or I will go to the Twitter headquarters and chain myself to their door. I will do it. No, I won't. Anyway, I hope this will be resolved soon. Thank you all so much. Nevertheless, I will still keep on doing my YouTube stuff, and this is not today's video. Today's video will come later today, so I will see you again. And I have also my private account on Twitter, by the way, for which the handle is Apostate Ridvan. Ridvan is my actual name, my real name. I also have a real name, just like other humans. So you can just follow me there for more updates. And until later today, or until forever, please, stay away from Islam.